Donovan's off. He's actually on camera. Donovan's on camera. This is a first. I don't know what's going on right now. This is crazy. And Dan, Dan and Angie, everybody. Hi, everybody. So Nikki and I were just talking on the phone a little bit about what we wanted to talk about today, because we kind of wanted to make this like a little bit informal so we can have people asking questions and stuff, but also give you guys some great ideas. And Maria's on here, and I'm going to use one of her ideas that she gave us the other day. I just told Nikki about it, and she was like, what? Oh my gosh. So I'm really excited. So let's kind of get talking here. So basically, you know, I think we all know that the market is slow. I think a majority of us are slow. If you're not, hallelujah, congratulations. All I know is this girl is slow right now. So Nikki, how's your business right now?
So I feel like it's been going up and down. Started slow, May to June, it got busy, which I was grateful for, and now I'm slow again. So it's, you know, just trying to stay in a routine and, you know, keep the flow going even if you're slow.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think my beginning of my year started out really strong. I was strong probably through May, and then it kind of slowed back down. I have 2 under contract. One's actually closing now. And then I have another one that was supposed to close Thursday, but I think we're going to push it to Friday. But I mean, things are moving. It's slow. The market's tough, right? There's not a lot of houses on the market. Sellers aren't interested in getting rid of their 2.5% interest rate. So, you know, unless they have to move, nobody wants to move. So we wanted to come up with some great ideas for you guys, things that we're doing in our businesses to help kind of propel us for when things pick up a little bit, or kind of being more intentional about what you're posting on social media, what you're like how you're marketing, all of that in order to bring in more business and, you know, to set yourself up for success. So when things do inevitably pick back up, you're ready to jump and you're ready to run. So Nikki, I would like you to kind of start with what we were talking about earlier on the phone. I think that is like the first place everybody should start. So I'm going to hand it over to Nikki and go ahead and talk about what you wanted to say.
Okay, so what I have been doing in my slow time and what I started doing in January was really doing an overhaul of my database. So going through, and if you don't have a database, if you're slow, now's the time to get one in place, because what you can do is you can start categorizing them. So did they buy with you? Did they sell with you? Are they a potential buyer, a potential seller? Are they just a random lead? What have you? Categorize them and start getting them set up on drip campaigns so that at least once a month, they're getting some form of contact from you. So that has been really important for me. And that's what I started in January. Then I got a little bit busier. So I kind of took a pause on that. And now I'm coming back to it. And I'm going through and I'm filling in all the details that I can. So if we closed, what was their closing date? What is their anniversary? Do I have them set up on an email that they're getting a happy anniversary post? When is their birthday? You know, if I'm slow, go through Facebook, find them on Facebook if you can. What is their birthday for that? If you can't find their birthday, Nicole has a key where she will talk to you about that she got from Maria, but I've just been making a note.
Sorry. I was going to talk about it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you can.
No, I was going to say, so Maria brought up this amazing point the other day in our team, to our team, saying, if you don't know your client's birthday, the title company will have it because they have to get copies of their driver's license. So you can ask the title company after close, send them an email, hey, send me their birth dates. You could put them in your CRM. You don't even have to ask them, because sometimes that's a little bit awkward because they're like, why do you need my birth date? Like, so that's one way to kind of get around it. So Maria, thank you for the tip. We love it. Go ahead, Nikki. Sorry for the interjection there.
That's okay. So I've just been trying to, you know, not get overwhelmed if I don't have the time all at once to sit down and do it, but just make notes where I left off, hop back in there and keep adding those things as they go. I think that just showing you know, that you care, and little reminders of your birthday. Maybe you know their wedding anniversary or anything like that. As they pop up on social media, take a note and plug it in there. So working very strategically on that. I've also been trying to at least once a week, I will fill out 5 handwritten cards and send them to random people in my database that I have done business with. So the cards just say, thinking of you on the front. And then I just handwrite some nice little note in there, just touching base with them, and maybe send them like a $5 Starbucks gift card. So I'm trying to do that, you know, 5 a week per se, just so that I'm touching base with everybody. I'm staying top of mind. And when you give them a little something, they remember you. So that has, for me, equated in a few referrals from past clients, because, you know, they remember that they used you, but they may not be thinking, oh, you know, when my friend's talking about, oh, hey, I'm thinking about moving. Now they remember they just got my card. I just bought them a cup of coffee. They're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. My realtor was great. You should use her. So, you know, keeping those personal touches is super important. And that's usually when I'm slow, that's what I'm trying to work on, is working my sphere and trying to organize that.
This will be a great time too, like your midsummer, like people are going to be kind of prepping for selling in the fall, selling in the winter. So maybe doing some cheap pop buys, you know, do like something cute for Labor Day, or do something cute for something like that. It'd be a great time to start getting those pop buys out. Maybe even enlisting your kids and going door to door and dropping off little door hangers or something with, you know, like little cute seeds, like sunflower seeds, or, you know, something. That's a great one for spring, but I mean, it would equate just as well. Or you guys could go and get, you know, everyone has those like little tube ice creams. I don't know what they're called, those popsicle things that you could buy in like the little like mesh bag that everybody has.
Yep.
You could take a couple of those unfrozen, pop them in a little, you know, bag that you can hang on door, and you could go and drop those off door to door. And something cute about, you know, the market's on fire. We still need, we're looking for sellers. We need houses. So something like that, cute little Popeyes are great right now to kind of get out there and get your name out there again, and, you know, get back to basics a little bit.
What I was thinking about doing, and I haven't done it yet, but we have a lot of local ice cream shops really close by. So what I was going to do is reach out to one of them and see if they would want to co-market with me. So I was going to farm my specific neighborhood by that ice cream shop, and have a like postcard that I send out to them that says, you know, 1 free ice cream scoop on me, bring this card in, and have a relationship with them where maybe I prepay for like 100 of these things. They keep the postcards when they redeem them, and then I know who redeemed them and how many. The thing that's nice about that is you're giving them something free and you're supporting local, which if you are, you know, trying to farm a specific area, that might be really nice.
Yeah, I love that idea. I think that's such a great idea, because yeah, we all have our little like town ice cream place that everybody goes to. You know, even doing things like and this is not it's similar but a little bit different, where you know, go into a coffee shop, set up shop, pay $100 or, you know, whatever for everybody's coffee, and then when people come in, they say, hey, you know, you got a free cup of coffee over here on Nikki. You know, she's one of our realtors. She's bought everybody coffee today. So that's something you guys could do too, if the budget allows. Now, if the budget doesn't allow, you can do your door to door. You can do your, you know, things like that. You could, you know, pay $50 or something for an ice cream cone or something, or, you know, stand outside the ice cream place and hand out little coupons or something, and, you know, do the same thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be mailers. You guys can think outside of the box a little bit with this. What else did you have, Nikki? Anything else on that? Because I mean, I love those ideas.
Not on that. I would say I also started like focusing more on all of my systems and making sure that they are functioning properly. If they need some revamping, doing that. I am in the process of building my team. So I wanted to make sure that when I'm onboarding these agents that they have clear direction, and that goes hand in hand with like my guides. So I have a recruiting guide that I use, and going over all of that to make sure that it is up to date and I have enough on hand that I'm not scrambling around because somebody wants to meet with me and then I don't have any printed. So I just went through all of my guides and made sure that I had at least 5 each on hand. So I replenished my supply because I was out of like 2 of them and didn't even realize. So, just really getting back to organizing and, setting myself up for success.
Yeah, so I would say too, I just recently went through all of my guides, like my listing presentation too. So my listing presentation, I noticed, well, some of my guides too, that they were outdated. So like I've gotten some more accreditations, I've gotten some more awards. I wanted to change some verbiage. I'm focusing more on, well, not even focusing more. I've been getting a lot of, what is it? Why can't I do the word? Relocation. Sorry, the word was just not coming to me. I've been getting a lot of relocations lately. So I've been dealing with, trying to be more specific about what I'm posting on social media and stuff. So I completely redid I started with my VA, a whole relocation guide. So the relocation guide is not just a guide. So I also put in there my favorite restaurants. So we did like local favorites, where to go, what they serve there, like what's my favorite thing on the menu there. I'm also trying to figure out, and I'm still trying to figure this out. If anybody knows, help me out. I want to do a driving tour of Ann Arbor, like a self-guided driving tour. So basically anybody who comes in the area, a lot of people have never been here before. They're moving up here for a job. It's a, relocation for business usually. So what I want to do is like kind of have like a pinpoint where they can kind of go all the way around, and it takes them through the neighborhoods. It takes them to like past the U of M stadium, past like all these different things that I think that they'd be like, oh, this is so cute. I love this area, or I really like this neighborhood, to give them a kind of like a self-guided tour. So that's going in my relocation guide too, once I figure out the best platform to do that on. I thought I had it figured out, but it doesn't create a driving route. So it just kind of gives pinpoints. So trying to figure that part out. But I'm trying to, like, I've looked at my business for the last year, 2 years, and kind of really looked at where my, kind of like where my businesses come from, like where I'm getting business from, what's going on. Like, a majority of my business recently has been relocation. So I have decided to pivot a lot of my marketing and my social media stuff where I'm going to be going more towards relocation. So I made sure that on my website, I have a relocation tab. On all of my social media platforms, I've added in relocation specialists, especially like on LinkedIn and stuff like that. And on Instagram, where I do get a lot of referrals from, I have relocation specialists on there. So I've just gone through and really dug a little bit deeper into where I'm getting business from, and how I'm getting that business, right? So that's the other thing too. When we're slow, we can look at our numbers. Where are we getting all these, where are we getting this business from? Is it Google? Maybe I need to put more money towards Google ads. Is it Instagram? Maybe I need to put more time and energy into Instagram. Is it Facebook? Is it mailers? Like, where am I getting my business from? So I can take that and multiply it. So I've been really looking at that, along with kind of, we're opening this new office and looking at how can I grow that business? Now we're starting from square one. Like, we're brand new, no reviews, no nothing. Like, what can I do to grow that business? So one thing we're going to do is we are going back through. Now, I know reviews are always an issue for realtors. Like, agents our sellers, buyers, they're like, oh yeah, we'll give you a review, we'll do it. And then they don't. So I'm going back through and I'm looking at who I've sold to and who's left reviews and who hasn't. And I'm reaching out to them individually and saying, hey, I know it's been a while. I'm really trying to push my Google business. It's so important. You know that everybody looks at Google for everything. And I really want to make sure that I'm growing my reviews on there. If you could just please take this link, post a review, I'll send you a $10 gift card as a thank you. And then, it's worked. So, it's definitely been something that's helping. So we're going to be actually doing that. So like Maria and I and the other, Corinne's not on camera, but we're going to start doing that to get our personal deals to give us reviews on the new business page too. So, think about that. Could we be doing better reviews? Could we be getting these things in order? I love the idea. The systems, the systems are a big deal. So starting from, writing out from day one, when that buyer calls you or that seller calls you, what is your to-do list? Do you have everything outlined? Do you have a way to, anticipate the questions that they're going to answer? So if, let's say, that they're going to have questions about inspection, they're going to have questions about appraisal. Why don't you do a video on that, have it on YouTube or have it on your website to where literally like, hey, buyer, start here. This is where everything is. You could do that in Highnote too. If you guys have Highnote, you can create a buyer presentation and say, hey, I'm going to send you my buyer presentation. This goes over everything through the transaction. And then when you actually are under contract, I'm going to send you a whole new one that has everything in that. So then they have all their questions answered, hopefully before they even have to ask you, right? Part of our job is anticipating what they're going to be asking you. So if we can have all these things kind of set up and ready to go, you don't even have to think about it. Maybe join forces with a transaction coordinator, figure out, what they're sending out too, and figure out how you can get ahead of that even. The TC is great for kind of handling things like as we're going through the process, but that might be a good way to get their checklist and say, okay, I should definitely do a quick video about this, or I should do a video about that, explaining to them about this. So you can kind of get all those things ready to go. So then when things speed up and things are busy again and you're swamped, you have everything already outlined. One other thing that I kind of touched on a little bit is I'm sort of revamping things on social media. I had a viral video. I'm no Phil, right? I didn't get on a plane with one person being the only person on a plane, but he's got I don't know, 100 million views on that video or something. But I had a video go viral. Of course, I'm not even in it, but it's at like 100. I don't know. Donovan texted me yesterday and said it was at like 158,000 views. So I've gotten a ton of new followers. So I want to make sure that my profile is updated. So I went back a few weeks ago, or probably 2 weeks ago when that video started, and I went through and I added in. So now I have in here, I have relocation specialist, 100+ homes sold, 2-time Icon agent, Modern Living Collective, broker by eXp Realty, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Like I have everything in there. So then now all these new people who follow me know that this is where I'm at and this is what I do. So really important if you guys are getting business, even if you're not getting business from Instagram, going through your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, make sure that everything is finished. Make sure it shows the biggest thing that I hate when I look at somebody's profile. If I don't know where they do business and how to get a hold of them, I'm moving on to the next person. So go through, do a self audit of your Instagram, of your YouTube, all of these pages. Make sure that everything is clear as can be on where you work, what you do. Do you specialize in something specific? And then how to get a hold of you. If you don't have a creator or a business account on Instagram, get one. You have a contact button. The contact button will have your email and your phone number. Nobody has to Google you. If I have to stop looking at Instagram and go to Google and try to Google you, but your name doesn't match your Instagram name, like you're done. You're done. They're moving on to the next person. Make sure everything is easy, The contact button is great because if you just put your phone number in your bio, nobody can click it. Nobody can touch it. They're going to have to try to toggle back and forth to the phone number. Nobody's going to do that. Make sure you have the business or creator account so you have the contact button. When you edit your profile, make sure that those spots are all filled in. Your email, your phone number. If you have links, you should always have a link. Post a link at least to your website, to your KV Core website or your business website, whatever it is. Make sure you have a link in there. You want people to be driven somewhere. It's all call to actions. Like, hey, if you want to search for your dream home, click here. Make sure you have all of this stuff done. So then all you might have to do later is update it. And I do suggest updating every now and then. You want to kind of revamp things. People realize, or people might see it pop back up in their feed now because you changed something. Google's the same way. The more that you're active on Google, on your Google business page, the higher you're going to rank. So if you're posting on that, if you're getting more reviews, if you're updating things, highly recommend not changing your name on Google though, because it's a disaster. Ask me how I know. I am now not verified anymore and I have to go through the whole process again, and I'm losing money because I was getting a lot of business from Google. So we will be moving on from there. I'm working on doing that today. So anyways, this is a really smart time though to like, let's say you want to have like printables made, or you want to have some free downloadable guides for your clients. That's a great thing you can put in like a Google Drive, and you can link your Google Drive on Instagram. If you
you have to have a business account or creator account to do these things, correct? Okay. That is what I thought.
Do it. Yeah.
You cannot
do it on a private personal account. And for Lord help me, please do not have your profile private. Nobody wants to request to follow you. Nobody wants to request it.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure your profile on Instagram is public. And if you, for whatever reason, you don't want it public, nobody's going to find you. You're not going to get referrals that way at all. You want people to be able to find you. Now that may mean, maybe you don't post your kids anymore, or maybe you don't post political things anymore, or whatever it may be. Just, make sure your profile's public, and, do it that way. That's the only way you're going to get referrals from it, or you're going to get people who want to work with you. I actually just got 3 referrals from Instagram. They all are relocating here because one person got a job here, and they're all kind of coming here together to work together. So all because of Instagram. We put in an offer for $850,000 house the other day. We didn't get it because it went over, but whatever. We'll find another one. But I mean, that's $850,000 Instagram lead, right? And then I have another $400,000 one, and another one that's going to be about the same 400. So, I mean, that's over $1 million in referrals just from Instagram alone, just from last month. And that doesn't include the other people who found me as well. So it works as long as you're consistent and you're posting the right stuff and you're sharing, you have all your info on there. So just go through, do yourself an Instagram audit, a Facebook audit, YouTube, all the socials. Just go back through it. Make sure it all still makes sense. Make sure everything is in good working order. Make sure your links work. Oh my gosh, I went through it. I was on a Zoom and somebody went to show a Google link and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And so make sure all your links work. Make sure everything does, because you could be losing money if it doesn't work. So make sure all your links work.
If you don't, I had a newer agent. They're like, do you actually use your business page like Facebook and Instagram, or should I just keep it on my personal? And so if you don't have a business Facebook page, definitely get one. The benefit of it is you can run ads, and the ads then go to Facebook as well. So if you ever run an ad for a new listing or anything like that, you have to have a business page for. So while it may be, kind of a pain to run multiple pages, it's definitely worth it for sure. Another thing that I've been doing is when I'm busy, I don't dedicate enough time to doing video. So I've been trying to batch process videos. So I'll just, knock out as many videos as I can, save them all, and then work on, the content for it and send it over to my VA for editing. But it's getting all of that stuff organized so then you can schedule those videos out, weeks at a time. There's so much content out there that you can use for video. I've been using Chat GPT for a lot of this stuff. Having an idea and then asking them, hey, can you help me create a video script for X, Y, and Z? And it'll spit it out right for me. So then I'm using that with my teleprompter app and creating videos within 5 minutes that then can be used on YouTube, Reels, Facebook, anything, TikTok. So you're being able to use it across multiple platforms. So for me, I know that a lot of my viewers, I do a lot of educational videos and they're really into all of that. So I'm trying to think of different educational videos that even if they're not in the market to buy or sell, they would still want to watch. So I've been doing a lot of that as well.
So I just saw in the chat, somebody had asked where we're trying to get our reviews. I focus heavily on getting Google reviews. I don't care so much about Facebook or Zillow or realtor.com. Like, I don't care about any of those, to be honest. I much rather, and plus I don't get business from Zillow. I don't get business from realtor.com. I get business from Instagram, Google, and Facebook. Those are where I'm going to focus my efforts. So that's where I'm focusing my reviews. So and let's be honest too, most people, if they're going to find you on Zillow, they're going to go and Google you, and you want to have the reviews on Google. If I have 20 reviews on Zillow, but I have 60 on Google, that just shows even that you show up even better on socials when you have those. So I personally think Google is the way to go. More people, I think, are searching Google than they're just searching Zillow. I don't know if that's a true stat or not, but I'm going with it. I definitely think that that's the way to go. And Nikki, I just clicked share screen. That's not what I wanted to do. Nikki, you had said you've been asking on Google and Zillow, and you have 90 reviews on Zillow. See, that's great. And I would keep that up, especially if you do Zillow business. Like if you're paying for Zillow leads or something, of course, work on getting Zillow leads or Zillow reviews. I just personally made that choice that that's not where I want to focus it. I do have it in my review email that I send out after closing saying, here are 4 places you can leave me reviews. I just put the most important one as Google. So that's the one that most people will go to. But depends on how you want to focus your business, I think. Nikki, do you have any other suggestions for things for people to be doing? I was thinking, here's another thing too. So, revamping your listing presentation. You know how we go to listing presentations and you're talking about things and you're like, oh my God, this is so boring. Why am I talking about this? Like, they're bored to tears. Let me go back. So I've gone back. I had created this like very in-depth listing presentation, and I could tell when I lost their attention. So I went back in, removed the section that they were bored with or they didn't seem all that interested in. In my mind, I know where that was, and if I can tell that my client, you get a read on them, if they are analytical or whatever, I know that I can kind of dig a little bit deeper into those subjects. And I can kind of glaze over those subjects with other people. So it's important to, 1, be able to read your client, and then 2, go back and re-edit your things. If it's, if there's too many graphs or there's too many words or whatever, just cut it down. Think about what your ideal client is looking for, and really tailor your stuff to that person. Take some tips from other people too. So what I've been doing recently is going through people who have really good business, a lot of followers on Instagram, and I'm looking at their links. I'm seeing what they have on their links. So if they have free downloadable guides, if they have sign up to get my XYZ guide for free for realtors. Then they have like their Flow Desk or whatever, where you type in your name and your email and then you get it sent to you. Now I'm going to be on their mailing list. So I'm looking at things like that, like how I can utilize my links, one for agent attraction, two for business, and for growth. So I'm looking at all these things. So I've been going through, I've been looking at different options. Right now, my link is through a Canva website because I could have a ton of different links, but there's no integrations. So I've heard a lot of people talking about these Stan accounts. I had never heard of them before until recently, because you probably have heard of Linktree, Milkshake, all of these. A Stan account is a paid account, but it is also linked with Flow Desk or any of those email campaigns. So when people sign up for things, they will automatically get set up on a drip through your email campaigns. So one, I'm like, well, shoot, I could be losing business here, or I could be potentially getting more agents to join EXP with me if I have something like this. So I'm looking at different people's pages. I'm going through, looking at their stuff, seeing what I can, take and, make my own. These are all things that you could be doing. Same thing. I know, Nikki, you kind of touched on batching videos. This is a great time if you guys are slow. And I know, I have to be in a creative mood to create videos. And there are times where I'm like, I made that post that went viral almost 2 weeks ago, and I haven't posted a single thing since. I've done stories, but I haven't posted anything on socials. And that's like way off for me, but I've just not been feeling creative. So I think that there's some times where we have these like roller coasters of creativity of, I don't feel like doing these things. I mean, it's sunny and nice outside. Like we want to go outside, we want to put our feet in the water and all that. Document those things and then save those those audios that you like, save those things. Kind of like what I've done is gone back, and I know Nikki has a way of saving sounds and doing things a little bit different than I do. But there, when you go through Reels, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or wherever, you hear those sounds. And sometimes like that viral video that I did, I was like, it's not, I'm not even in the stupid video, but the whole thing, I was like, oh, I could totally do a video on this about bad photos, which everyone, if you've been on any of these calls or you see my social media, I hate cell phone photos of houses. So I did this reel on it, and it's gotten, 3,000 likes and 2,000 shares. And I'm like, holy freaking crap. Like, this is insane. And I don't even know what my follower growth has been, but it's been, I would say over, let me look at what it is. We're at like over 300 followers from that video alone. So, that's the kind of content that now I have to figure out how to recreate. Yeah, we're at 161,000 now. So that's the kind of, like, you have to think about these viral content and how you can duplicate it. Obviously, I don't want the same thing, but you have to be kind of strategic in what you post next, because now all these people are going to see it. And I've just been like, my brain is blank. It's blank. I'm like, I don't know what to post. So instead of stressing about it, I'm like, it's fine. I will save audio and save some things. And then when I feel that creative streak again, I'll go back and I'll make more. But I was really good. And I will say, when you're slow, this is the best time for you to be able to grow. So take those reels, make your reel. So what I did, I did this as like a personal challenge for myself, where I wanted to post a reel a day. So you can batch, like, nobody cares if you're the same shirt in all your videos. If you look at some of the content people, like, a lot of them have the same shirts. What, Nikki?
Canva, okay, so you can, from my understanding, and I haven't done it yet, but Canva, you should be able to change your shirt color in Canva.
I have tried.
Yeah, they just added that AI to Canva.
Yeah. So I haven't tried it with the video. I don't know if you can do it with video, but I have Darla working on it, because I wore the same shirt. I'm like, I'm not changing. Yesterday when I recorded like 5 videos, I was like, hey, here's a link to a YouTube that tells you how to do this. Can you just change my shirt color, make it black or
So this is so funny because I'm redesigning my signs, my business signs. Another great thing to be doing right now, redesigning your business cards, redesigning your yard signs. So I'm redoing my yard signs, and the picture I want to use, like we all have that favorite picture, and my favorite picture, I have a rust colored tank top on, and I'm like, it doesn't match because our new colors for our office are black, white, and like orange accents. And this rust color shirt just does not go. It was clashing. I didn't like it. And I'm like searching all the AI things. I'm like, there's got to be some way. I know that Photoshop had a way to do it, but I don't have Photoshop. So I messaged Dave. He's another one of our partners. And I was like, I know you have Photoshop. Figure out a way to change the color of my shirt. Just make it black. So then it goes with it. Well, it was funny. We found there were some funny ones that came up, but long story short, he ended up figuring out a way to create the picture with a different shirt. My hair's longer. I don't know if anyone's going to notice that my hair's longer, but it did make my hair a little bit longer.
That's funny.
But it's close enough that I don't think anyone would even notice. But it's not a tank top. You can't really see my tattoo on my shoulder. So I think it's kind of better for personally. I don't like that my tattoo shows in all my marketing. So, but I have it, this picture now. So like I got my new cards, my new picture, like everything's good on that. But that's so funny that you said that because so I have also batched videos and I just flip my shirt real quick, change my shirt, do another video. But honestly, nobody really cares. And let's also think about, like, I don't know if any of you have done it as AI training, but what a lot of people are doing is doing like long form video, sending it to this AI system called Opus Clip. And then it's taking that long form video and cutting it up into 10
You
short.
should do that with this. Are you going to do that with this one, this recording? You
I
should
should
do that and put it. Yes, let's do it.
I should, although I don't know if it'll work because I don't have it on like just my view. I don't know. We'll see. But so we can take the video, send it in Opus Clip, and it'll make 10 different videos for you or more. I know that when Phil showed us at our last event, he had 22 videos from one long form. So you can take
that's great.
Videos, choose which ones you want to post and then put them on your Instagram. And it has the captions with the colors and all that stuff. So like it takes the brain work out of so much stuff. And I will say, if you guys are not up on this AI, you need to. You've got to find training on it. Phil Stringer he was on our Modern Agent shortly after he presented at EXP shareholders. And I'll tell you what, that man's business has exploded just from doing AI training. And he is like the be all end all on AI. He knows all the stuff and he has all of the different systems. I don't know how he stays up on it, but follow him on Instagram, sign up for his course. If you haven't, it's great. I know several people in here are in his course right now. It's great. But this is a great time to learn these things. If you're slow, if you're a newer agent, this is the time to learn these things. Take the free classes. I know that a lot of if you're with EXP, there's tons of classes you can take any time of day. If you're not, there are, all kinds of classes that are offered through your association. Here, I'm going to type his name, Phil Stringer. Same name on Instagram too. So these are like the kind of like building your foundation. I forgot what I was talking about, but this is the time to kind of build your foundation and start creating these systems, creating these things that make life easier for you. When you're busy, you don't have to double think, or you don't have to double think. You don't have to like double down on everything. So like Nikki and I were talking earlier about what would be awesome is create your buyer packets, like get your buyer folders together, get your listing folders together, get everything ready, even prepping closing gifts, closing gifts, get a bunch of stuff, get them all together. All you got to do is grab and go. So, the less you have to think about things in the busy times, the easier you're going to be able to do, the easier things are going to be, and the more you're going to be able to scale and grow. Nikki, do you have anything more? I know we're at the end and I should probably ask.
No, I would like to hear what everybody else has been doing, like if it's something
Yeah.
different than what we mentioned. So feel free, what's been working for you? Not everybody all at once.
I know. Dan, you're an inspector. What are you doing right now? Are you guys slow? Like, how are things going for you?
So for us, it's the same thing as for everybody else. There are ups and downs of the market. And pretty much it's the same thing as like you guys mentioned there too. We just gotta double down on everything that we are doing and be more intentionally of it. I think that the more contacts that we make with previous clients, one way or the other, either social media or like you said, having some type of sponsoring just to keep in touch with them, they're gonna remember more. And it's like you guys know too, is that we need to touch a person at least 7, 8 times, if not more, to get more business from them. And sometimes if you're not in front of them, they're not gonna refer you. It's plain and simple. So to me, it's calls. We make calls. We make calls to agents. We make calls to previous clients, and we're intentional about it. Every day for at least an hour. That's what we do. And
Yeah,
it's plain and simple. It's just, hi, how you doing? How's everything with you? And that's it. It's just planting the seed again and again and again.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. And I think too, with like Nikki was talking about your database, as you're going through your database and updating things and categorizing people correctly and shooting out those text messages or hey, I hope you're doing well. Like, just wanted to check in. It's been a while. Checking back in with those people. This is also a great time for you to hit those old leads. So we've been talking a lot on our team about calling leads, following up with people. This is a great time that you could be calling these leads multiple times. Like, check into your KV Core, check into whatever CRM system you're using, go back through all these leads and start, there are campaigns that you can run in a lot of your CRMs that are like to get people reconnected. Like, hey, going back through my system here, notice that you are still here. Are you still looking to buy a home, or have you already purchased? Press 1 for this, 2 for this. Figure out, can I weed some of these people out? Can I get these people out of here? Are they still active? Can I get them re-engaged by setting them up on a new search? How can we get these people re-engaged to start drumming up more business? Because remember, a lot of these leads that you have in your CRM and you have in here are nurture leads. So if they're not already set up on stuff, or if they kind of fell through the cracks, right? Like, change their status in there. So start really dialing in on what you can be doing to grow and build, and being intentional. Like, if you know what your niche is, if you know what your ideal client is, start making content directly for them.
Yeah. Another thing that I want to add here, movie nights. Movie nights, it can be a low cost, no cost for you guys. I mean, pretty much, you can ask some of your partners, business partners, to help you with this. And I've seen a lot of good turnaround for, again, you're going to be in front of the past clients. You can get them there for a movie night, and it's not expensive at all.
Are you talking like renting at a theater, or like when they have like movies in the park and stuff?
Either movie in the park, but personally, I think that theaters are much better. You can rent the entire theater for a movie, and it's awesome for kids. Most likely, they're gonna show up, a lot of them, for that event, and that's the time that you can connect. Thanking everybody for their support, and I think that's the best time to ask for reviews again. I think that's the best time to connect with them, and personally, I will tell them to invite somebody else too.
So there's
invite somebody else that is looking to buy a house. Or
there's an agent here that does that with the movie theater as their client appreciation event, and they partner with a title company to help with some of the costs, but it's always been very successful from my understanding.
Yep.
Yeah, those
Buyer
client events are
seminars.
great.
Mhm.
Another one is buyer seminars. Yes, it's now you're not gonna get a lot of buyers from there, but if two people that are showing up and both of them they need to buy a house,
Yep.
that's two more clients right there. And
Mhm.
you guys are gonna be more professional in that setting when you can get them to something like that.
Well, Dan,
I forgot about that.
Dan has done some buyer seminars with some of the agents on our team, and they've
Yep.
been pretty successful. Some of them have had like 5 or 6 people show up. And I mean,
Yep.
hey, even if it's 200,000 a piece, like that's still what, like $5,000 times whatever, like that's still a pretty good commission. So reach out to your vendors that you use or you've partnered with in the past.
Yeah. We are here to support you guys one way or the other somehow. We'll figure it out.
Maria, Dan said he wants to help us with a grand opening party too. Woo! Oh,
I'll
Chris
be
here
there.
too.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
So yeah, so like, reach out to your vendors. I mean, if you use the same vendors over and over again, they are going to want to support you just as much as you're supporting them. So make sure that you're, reaching out, figure out ways that you guys can work together during this time, even if it's like doing videos together. So like one of our lenders was like, hey, I want to come out to the office. Let's shoot a bunch of content together. Like, how smart is that in this time where you can partner up together? Like, I'm sure I could reach out to Dan and be like, Dan, let's meet up. Let's do some videos on inspection issues or things that come up, whatever. Like, think about how you can utilize the people who you partnered with in the past or you have relationships with, even if it's another agent. Think like, first of all, like, let's think about this. If me and Nikki do videos together, one, it's exposing Nikki to my group of people and me to her group of people. And she's in a different market. So that's fantastic because now we have referral partners. We can just hop on a Zoom together and do a video or get together and do a video. She's 45 minutes away. Like, don't limit yourself. Like, think about, I'm partnering with somebody. You can say, hey, let's do some videos together. How many people want to start a podcast? I know Nikki and I have talked about starting a podcast for a long time, and that's like, we're never going to get around to it, but we could do videos together. We could do something that's not as intensive where we could just shoot some videos together, talk about things, and have a great presence on social media where it's getting more eyes on everything. So think a little bit outside of the box right now. I know we're all kind of like, we don't want to be that 70,000 who've gotten out of the business right now. We want to be the people who are here that when the market picks back up, we're the strong ones standing. So make sure that you are marketing yourself properly. Make sure you're updating everything, that your branding is on point. Maybe go through your guides again, like we talked about earlier, and, revamp your branding. Maybe your branding's stale and you don't like it anymore. Or you just haven't had time to rebrand everything. This is a great time to do that. So does anybody else have any questions or anything before we hop out of here?
And remember, whatever you do today and tomorrow, you're going to see the results in 4 to 5 months. So that's the best time to do it right now. And most of the time, agents are not busy right now just because they slack off at the beginning of the year. That's all.
Yep.
And the kids are all off. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think what he's saying is, if you're not prepping for your next quarter, you're already behind. So
Yes.
we're in Q3 already, which blows my mind. We're in Q3. We're going to be heading into Q4. So what we're doing now in Q3 is going to prep us for what's going to happen in Q4, and then Q4 to Q1. So we just have to keep planning ahead all the time, making sure you're staying ahead of the curve. So, everything we're doing now, you're going to be reaping the benefits of it in a few months. So keep it going, people. We're the strong ones. We're going to survive this slow market. We got this. If anybody has any questions, absolutely reach out. And yeah, Nikki, what did you post in there? Say it.
Said we'd love to hear what's been working for you. So keep us posted in the group. So if you did a video and it went viral, let us know. If you got a referral from a thank you card you sent out, let us know. We're all here to work together and share our ideas. So if something works, let us all know.
Yeah, I'd love to use, and so I would like to say that too really quick before we end. utilize that Facebook group. If you guys have, like, if we want to share templates of, like, maybe you did send a thank you card out, or you sent out a mailer or something that did really well, post the template, post the thing, like, show us what you're doing, show us those pop buys that everybody loves, show us what you're, like, we're in Q3 thinking about Q4. What are you going to do for your holiday gift? If you're doing holiday gifts for your clients, how are you prepping? Like, did you find a really good price on something? Put that out now. Keep in mind, back to school supplies are out right now, which means as soon as those go off the shelf, Christmas is coming out. So, well, Halloween, sorry, they'll put Halloween, then they'll do Christmas. But think ahead, I'm sure Hobby Lobby already has Christmas stuff out. So, and I know Nikki, when she did her holiday, she did like little ornaments. I helped her get some at the Hobby Lobby up here. Go to Hobby Lobby, they were like 70% off, and we got like all these little cute doors for like $1 a piece, and she had laser engraved in her area. So, like, think ahead, think about what you're going to be doing Q1. If you want to do something for Valentine's Day, you need to be thinking about that on around Christmas time. Just prep your calendar for what you're doing next for the next quarter, so you have everything ready to go.
Today's Prime Day, so you could probably do something cute and get little pop by stuff for cheap today, maybe.
Yep. Or even posting on social media what your Prime Day fave finds are. You don't even have to buy them. Just share the link or show what these deals you're showing. I mean, I found some super cute bodysuits the other day that were on like mega sale. So I shared them, and I had so many people reach out to me, like, asking about these bodysuits. So, like, it's just something to put out there, even if it's not necessarily directly related to your business. It's a great thing to do. But you could say, for my realtor friends, look what I just found, lock boxes for $10 a piece, or I found these mailers for whatever, envelopes. I mean, it could be anything. Closing gift ideas, all kinds of stuff. So you could do that. Or for your new homeowners, hey, these welcome mats are on sale right now on, you know, Prime Day, or this coffee maker. Like, think outside of the box a little bit. It's a great thing. Thank you for reminding me of Prime Day. You know, I'm always on Amazon. So anyway, guys, have an awesome day. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions or anything, or you have some cool finds or whatever, post them in Modern Agent Blueprint. We really want that to be a community page where everybody is putting stuff on there for things that are working in their area, so we can all grow together. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.